One of the kids from our school was at the store too, and he recorded the whole thing. Yep, the moment Matt bent down, the jeans split, and the next morning, it was everywhere. Even my crush, Mia, who I'd been talking to for weeks, laughed when someone played the clip in class. That stung, but things got even worse. A curated impression, bending down and yelling, "Rip!" I clenched my fists, but before I could react, "Hi, I'm Alex, and if you think your family embarrasses you, trust me, you haven't met my brother Matt." It all began one Saturday afternoon. Mom dragged us to the mall for family shopping day, which basically meant she picked clothes while we carried her bags. Matt, my older brother, was the golden boy in the family. Good grades, super confident, the type of guy who could turn any situation into a joke. But he had one tiny problem. Well, not tiny. His butt, it was, like, massive. And I'm not even exaggerating. Every time he sat on a chair, it made a sound like plop. Even our couch had a dent with his name on it. Anyway, we were in this clothing store, and Matt was trying on jeans. Mom picked a slim-fit pair and said, "Try these, honey. You'll look great." He winked at me and said, "Bet these will make me look like a model." A few minutes later, from inside the changing room, we heard. Everyone turned to look. Matt peeked out of the curtain, red-faced, holding a pair of torn jeans that looked like they'd lost a battle. One of the store employees tried so hard not to laugh but failed miserably. Even I kinda snorted. Mom gasped, "Oh my goodness, Matthew." But Matt just grinned and said, "Guess these jeans couldn't handle this much awesomeness." Everyone laughed, even the people in line. And I thought that was the end of it. Oh boy, I was so wrong. What we didn't realize was that one of the kids from our school was at the store too, and he recorded the whole thing. Yep, the moment Matt bent down, the jeans split, the laughter, everything. And the next morning, it was everywhere. Matt's mega butt versus skinny jeans, number thighs of thunder. The video blew up in our school group chat, but guess who got roasted the most? Me. "Hey Alex, bet you need a reinforced chair too. Did your brother sit on your homework again?" The whispers, the jokes, the laughter. It was brutal. I couldn't walk down the hallway without someone making ripping noises. Even my crush, Mia, who I'd been talking to for weeks, laughed when someone played the clip in class. That stung, but things got even worse a few days later. During lunch, I was sitting with my friends, trying to ignore the whispers when a group of senior boys came over. The leader, Jason, smirked and said, "Hey, butt brother, heard your family's famous now." Everyone nearby laughed. He tossed a pair of jeans at me, the cheap kind from the thrift store, and said, "Maybe your bro can use these next time, or are they too small for the family line?" The cafeteria burst out laughing. I felt my ears burn. I wanted to disappear, but then he pushed it further. He stood up and did an exaggerated impression, bending down and yelling, "Rip!" I clenched my fists, but before I could react, a teacher walked in and the boys scattered. Still, the damage was done. I'd never felt so humiliated in my life. That night, I locked myself in my room. I didn't even want to eat dinner. I could hear Matt in the living room laughing at something on TV, like he didn't even care that our family had become a joke. That made me furious. When I finally came out, I snapped. "Matt, you've ruined my life." He was still smiling, eating chips. "What, because my jeans had a wardrobe malfunction?" "It's not funny," I shouted. "Everyone's making fun of me because of you." He just shrugged. "Let him laugh, bro. It's just a butt. Everyone's got one." I stared at him like he'd lost his mind. "You don't get it. You're not the one being humiliated every 5 seconds." He looked at me calmly and said, "You can't control what people say, Alex, but you can control how you react." I rolled my eyes and stormed off. Because yeah, easy for him to say. But what happened next totally changed everything. A few weeks later, our school announced the annual rugby tournament. We were desperate for new players, and guess who signed up first? Yep, Matt. When I heard, I laughed. "Dude, with your big butt, you'll get stuck in the field." He grinned. "Exactly. No one will be able to tackle me." And he wasn't joking. At first, everyone laughed when he showed up in his sports uniform. Some even yelled, "Don't rip those shorts, Matt!" But the laughter didn't last long, because once the game started, Matt was unstoppable. He bulldozed through every player who tried to tackle him. Guys bounced off him like rubber balls. He had balance, power, and momentum. That big butt everyone mocked? It gave him a center of gravity no one could shake. He became the team's secret weapon. Every time he scored, the crowd roared louder. By halftime, people had stopped laughing. By the end of the tournament, they were chanting his name. Matt, Matt, Matt! And guess what? We won. Our school hadn't won the rugby cup in 5 years. The next day, the same video that once made him a laughingstock was re-edited by fans. Now it was called The Legend Who Ripped His Jeans and Ripped the Competition. Even Mia came up to me and said, "Your brother's actually kind of a legend." For once I was proud, not embarrassed. But more than that, I was humbled. Because Matt never let the teasing define him. He turned the thing everyone laughed at into his biggest strength. That night, while we were eating dinner, I looked at him and said, "You really don't care what people think, huh?" He smiled. "Not really. People's opinions change faster than Wi-Fi signals. But what you believe about yourself, that's what stays." I laughed. "That was actually kinda deep." He winked. "Told you this big butt carries wisdom too." Mom almost spit out her drink laughing. And for the first time, I laughed too. Now, every time someone teases me or tries to embarrass me, I remember what Matt taught me. And just smile thinking that, Sue, drop your thoughts below. What do you think of my story? Still here? Check out some other stories on my weird story.